This is what I go through every day just to keep myself motivated, keep myself encouraged, keep myself going on. There are days that I don't even feel like getting out of bed. There are days that I don't even feel like going outside my room. And I find that that's not living any kind of life. That's not living any kind of life at all. It's a daily challenge for me. It's a daily fight for me. Battling with PTSD and severe depression and schizoaffective, you name it. Dealing with it on a daily is something that I struggle with, I fight with, I'm constantly challenged with. So I have to motivate myself to get out of bed, motivate myself to make my bed. This is the first time that I've started making my bed in about 6 years. I used to tell myself that why make my bed? I'm just going to return back to it anyway. Why even make it? Why even bother? And I was fine with that for many, many years. And now, for me to get up, encourage myself to get out of bed, then make that same bed that I was in all night is a big step for me. It's a big accomplishment for me. I've been through a lot of things. Both military, childhood, my time over in Ghana. Been through a lot of things that have brought me close to death. Dealt with all kinds of voodoo and juju and just having people that were for themselves around me. And when you're so focused on what you're going through, you don't really pay attention to those that are around you. And if you're not careful, they can get away with anything, just any old thing. But looking at the now, this is what I am going through in the now. People say, it's just an illusion. These folks have not lived a day in my life. The ones that would just say, just get over it, just shake yourself loose, just brush yourself off, just look at the bright side, just think positive. The list goes on. They have not lived a day in my shoes. They say, they've been depressed and they've been sad and they've had bouts with depression. Not on the same level that I've had it. They say that just shake yourself off. You have obviously not lived a day in my shoes. Oh, you must create a better reality. Yes, you must. Gotcha. There's always something that someone enjoys saying or feels they must say concerning my life and how I should live it and what they've done to get where they are. Bravo to them. Great, wonderful for them. But this is me. This is the one that has to motivate themselves, himself, just to get out of bed. This is the one that is fighting for his life on a regular, mentally, emotionally. And there are those that would speak and say, just get over it. There are those that will speak and say, oh, that bad stuff is just an illusion. Really? Psychologists and psychiatrists are all on payroll just because I'm going through an illusion, just because those that are like me are going through an illusion. Really? These people are paid to help me in my illusion? It's much more than an illusion. It's real to me. The struggle is real to me. Oh, but if you're going to be with Source, if you're going to be with the Creator, if you're going to be with the most divine one, you have to look at things differently. You have to see the glass as half full rather than half empty. Okay. I grew up with religion, with Christianity, and I'm not speaking bad about it. Whatever helps you, helps you. Whatever you find helpful in your life, that's wonderful. I'm not here to speak against those that use what they use to see fulfillment in their lives. I can only speak on the things that are a part of my life. The things that I'm challenged with, the things that I'm dealing with on a regular. So no cap, no filter. And as I can look into the video, no shave. But what works for you works for you. Don't look down on me because I'm not using what you're using. Don't look at me sideways because what works for you is not working for me and I should just get it together. I should just get it together, is what some have told me. Some have told me that I can't even speak about the Creator, Source, God, the Holy Spirit. I can't even speak about the Comforter if I'm going to be a certain way. If I'm going to live the life of illusion. Well, I will use and I will continue to use what works for me, irregardless of how I'm seen by people. Sometimes people can be helpful and sometimes, fuck them. Fuck the people that don't have your best interest in mind. Fuck them. Who are they to look at my situation as non-existent, an illusion? Who are they to look at my situation as, oh, just get over it? Oh, it is what it is. The Creator works with you and the Creator works with me on two different levels. Too different altogether. I am learning that in order for me to survive, in order for me to thrive, in order for me to walk in the abundance that is for me to walk in, I got to be willing to look at my life in a real manner, look at my life with no cap, no filter, look at my life through my own eyes. And this is what I'm seeing. I will no longer allow anyone to minimize my relationship with the Creator. I will no longer allow anyone to look down on what I'm hearing from my spirit guides, from my Creator, from my source, from my God, from my comforter, from my great I am. I will no longer allow anyone to just look down on that and see it as none and void. See it as get over it, shake yourself off. You'll be okay. I will not allow that to happen ever again in my life. And I will never, ever try to match my life up with anyone else's life ever again. I will never do that ever again, because it puts me in a cage. It puts me in a box. It puts me in a place where my hands are tied. If I'm trying to live up to the standards, live up to the list of the compiled list of what people think I should do with my life, because it works for them. So what? It works for you. So what if you have riches and wealth because you are able to walk a certain way? So what? I was born for such a time as this, and I was born into this life that I'm in. So I have to process the things that I have to process, and I have to work with the things I have to work with, whether I'm looked down upon or not. It no longer matters. It no longer matters. Every day I wake up, I am thankful for the Creator allowing me to wake up. You know, people have all the different titles that they call their Creator, their God, their source. I will not follow others. I will not say, okay, source, okay, Jehovah, okay, God, okay, Jesus. I will not follow anyone else and say what everyone else is saying. When I was in Christianity and in ministry, I developed a relationship with the Holy Spirit. And I was happy with that relationship level that I was on with the Holy Spirit. I was happy with the protectors, the angels, the spirit guides that were around me. Very happy. Very content. Until I started matching myself up with the standards of others, with the list, the compiled list of others. And that's when that relationship went south. But I get it now. I get it now. And what I'm learning on a regular is this. It doesn't matter what others think about you. It doesn't matter what others feel about you. You have to work out your walk to the best of your ability with what you have to work with. what you're familiar with. People say, okay, then become familiar with other things. You know what? Become familiar with staying out of my life. How about that? Become familiar with minding your own business and leaving mine the fuck alone. Become familiar with that. Oh, but you talk about Christianity and you're cussing. I feel a peace about cussing. I'm able to express myself with words that I understand. And my Creator, my Comforter, my Healer does not judge me because of the words that come out of my mouth. I'm able to say fuck you and I don't give a fuck and not feel like I've damaged or I've put a smudge on the relationship that I have with my God, with my Creator, with my great I am, with my Comforter. I don't have to worry about that when I'm focused totally on love. When I'm focused totally on the joy that comes from the relationship that I have that I feel good about. There's joy that comes with that. There's no bondage that comes with that when I'm looking at it through the eyes of my Creator that has unconditional love for Curtis, unconditional love for me, unconditionally. And I'm thankful for that. And I'm learning to appreciate that on a regular. It's not easy being in my shoes. It's not easy being me. As I mentioned earlier, it's a challenge. Just getting out of my bed. A challenge. And that in itself is not an illusion. That in itself is very real to me. So on a regular, what I have to do in order to get myself together, just to get out of bed, and then have the courage to get out of my own room and even go to a gym and work out. Takes a lot of motivation. Takes a lot of work. And it's daily. It's a daily work. Moment by moment is something that I go through. And the thing that works for me, I can only speak my truth. I can only speak and take off the cap and take off the filter concerning what I do that helps me. I'm not recommending that you use this in any shape, form, or fashion. I'm just saying that this is what I go through and it helps me. Helps me to walk through my life. Helps me to partake in my journey as I get closer and closer to my Creator, as I get closer and closer to my Healer, my joy of my desire. This is what helps me. Sometimes I just have to lay hands on my own head and say, vibration, higher, higher. Joy, higher, higher. Healing, higher, higher. Frequency, higher, higher. Peace, higher, higher. Increase in my life. to lay hands on myself and say these things. And it helps me to face my day. Holy Spirit, my friend, my comforter, my healer, my all in all, thou art worthy in my life. Thou art welcome in my life. This works for me. Positive energy, arise, 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 arise. Positive energy, arise, 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 arise. Joy, arise. Love, arise. Peace, arise. Arise, arise. Increase, arise. Abundance, arise, 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 arise. Joy, arise. Love, arise. Increase. Increase. Some people talk about light language and love language. All I know is the language that I speak unto the Creator, to my Creator, making it very personal, making it a very personal conversation. I speak and I say, others may say love language, others may say light language, but I'm not here to copy others. I'm not here to follow others. I say the language that comes out of me when I don't have the English that I need to help me in my moment of despair, in my moment of darkness, in my moment of challenge. I begin to just speak and allow the guidance of the Holy Spirit to help me, the guidance of my spirit guides to help me, the guidance of angels around me to help me, to arise to a different level that helps me to get out of bed, the level that helps me to prepare to go to the gym, prepare to get on the bus, prepare to travel, prepare to get further and further away from my home, away from my comfort zone, into a place that is new to me, into a place that is challenging to me, into a place that has its own issues. I just speak forth those words that are even unclear to me, but I feel a peace that is accepted by my Creator, my Comforter, my Healer. And I just lay hands on myself, lay hands on my head, lay hands upon my own heart, and I say, Lando Bosiki Shataya Namane Konena Robushe Nicola Mosayada Omenena Sonenaya Onela Monela Sine Onena Namone Venena Mone Aneno Maya Oneno Menishinaya Onayai 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 Mone Oneninai One Mayono inside me. As I speak words that are unusual to me and are foreign to me, but not unfamiliar to me, because of my relationship with my Holy Spirit, because of my relationship with my Comforter, these words bring me peace. And I speak these words with confidence, and I can feel a level change. I can feel a shift happening within myself. I move from being afraid of my own shadow to being able to get out of my own bed. I feel a level change from being afraid to go outside my room to encouraged, motivated, bold, fearless, enough to be able to go out in a world that's uncertain, a world that's filled with chaos and filled with all kinds of negativity, out into that world that is mixed with many different things. Not all chaos, not all wild, not all dark, but a world that is mixed with different things going on. As I feel the level shift within me, I'm able to say, stir up that joy within me, Holy Spirit. Stir up love within me. Stir up peace within me. Stir up contentment within me. Stir up abundance within me. Stir up satisfaction within me. Stir up courage within me to face my day, to face uncertainty, to face the fears that are there. Replacing the fear and letting there be an increase of love. Replacing the fear and letting there be an increase of joy, an increase of vision, an increase of desire to be the humanitarian and philanthropist that I desire to be. The universe is capturing my words and taking my words to the next level. Words are spells, and words are seeds, and words are energy, and words are frequencies, and words are vibrations, and things shift within me. My words, my own words, transform within me as my level changes, as my level shifts, as my level goes from low to very high, as my level goes from dark to very light, as my level goes from focused on lack to focused on abundance. I feel the level change. I feel the level change within me. The joy becomes real. The peace becomes real. The love becomes real as I touch my heart. As I embrace myself. Sometimes you have to embrace yourself. As I embrace myself, I assure myself that all is well. I assure myself that everything is going to be all right. I got a feeling everything's gonna be all right. Oh, I got a feeling everything's gonna be all right. Oh, I got a feeling everything's gonna be all right. Be all right, be all right, gonna be all right. Joy just told me everything's gonna be alright. Joy just told me everything's gonna be alright. That's why I got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. Be alright. Be alright. I said now love has told me everything's gonna be alright as I embrace myself. Love just told me everything's gonna be alright. Love just told me everything's gonna be alright. Be alright, be alright, gonna be alright. Peace told me everything's gonna be alright. Peace just told me everything's gonna be alright. Well now, peace just told me everything's gonna be alright. Be alright, be alright, gonna be alright. Abundance told me everything's gonna be alright. Abundance told me everything's gonna be alright. Abundance just told me everything's gonna be alright. Be alright, be alright, it's gonna be alright. Listen, Curtis, listen, Javari, listen, Charging Horse. I've got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Come on, spirit guides. I've got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Come on, Holy Spirit. I've got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Be alright, be alright, be alright. In tongues now, love language, light language, my language. Condelande yone, dora kinde monekai. Conde, conde, hey, everything gon' come nigh and nigh. Onde casonte yonde ha, yonde que shete, nonde yai, gon, nonde yai. Berogin de gazozine yane bendo candezi Roma shek gezona yana kenamane kunai Neon teke yeno atenuanto candeze onde ai say onde ai. Well now I got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. I've got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Oh, I've got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Be alright, be alright. Curtis, it's gonna be alright. right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, that boy crazy. Yeah, I hear you. Mm. Oh, he's weird, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you. But that's okay. Say what you want to say. I go through this every day. And I have to encourage myself. I have to motivate myself to know that though you go through all that, it's going to be all right. So I thank you for the motivation, Spirit Guides. I thank you for the motivation, Creator. I thank you for the motivation, Holy Spirit. I thank you for the motivation, angels. I thank you for the motivation, loved ones. I realize that the highest level of energy is love. And I am loved today. My Creator loves me. My Holy Spirit loves me. My angels love me. My spirit guides love me. My source loves me. My great I am loves me. And I go into my day knowing that I am loved, knowing that I am cared about, and knowing that I am not alone.